Hello, Noble people. My name is Noble, and this is going to be a video about how to get the Transformers games in a new light. However, right at the beginning, I'm going to blatantly tell you what is the best actual way to get the Transformers games safely. Now, it is a little bit more convoluted, and I won't be able to explain it fully due to how YouTube views this stuff, because it is technically obviously legal to pirate and torrent and to get the cracked games, but there is no actual way to get these games. So basically, if you do want to try and get these games from a safe way, not the way I'm going to explain here next, is via Googling the Internet Archive and then just typing in what Transformers game. If you do Internet Archive and type in like Fall of Cybertron, it should appear. You might have to get like a cracked file. I don't really know how to do multiplayer, but overall, there is a way that is safe. Internet Archive is supposed to be safe. The reason why I'm saying this right now, and there's still like a bunch left of the video, I mean, this video is 12 minutes long. Why are you suddenly saying how to get it right at the beginning? It is because there is actually a new website that has popped up that is said that it is safe and that you can get them all legitimately, and you can mod them, you can play online with them. However, this has been done by an individual, which I don't think is very good. This individual has been very nasty in the past, and overall I don't think is a very good fit, and we have to take this with a grain of salt, which is why I stated that you should go to Internet Archive if you do want it. However, if you want to see what this other way is, I recommend you continue watching this video. DPZ Luna is the individual that we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, to keep it brief, DPZ Luna is a content creator. He originally started doing content back 3 years ago. He did some clips about Transformers Kingdom. It was just little snippets of the show. It was like a Netflix show. I haven't actually watched it myself. And then when Transformers Rise, which was the original development name or code name of Reactivate, first started getting his leaks, he then started making videos on Transformers Reactivate and overall reviewing that game in itself. Now, on surface level, that doesn't really seem that big of a deal. I mean, he was just a leaker, but if you know my relationship when it comes to Transformers Reactivate leaks, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Basically, the entire Transformers Reactivate community that was mainly around leaks and talking about it was bad, mainly because the only people that were actually a part of the Transformers Reactivate community were the people associated with leaks, thus making it a really, 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 really toxic environment. So much so that DPZ Luna's colleague, who I will not mention by name, has said some insane stuff, like absolutely deplorable, and like absolutely like multiple slurs, like some Nazi stuff, racist, like horrible stuff. So I'm not even gonna say his name to even give him like a notion of like credibility, because that's disgusting. With DPZ Luna, he has an insanely big savior complex, who is trying to be like the head honcho of a community that for a game that wasn't even out yet, and was copyright striking, copyright claiming, leaks, watermarking leaks. Like, you can probably find some of his old videos. There are so many of his leak videos where his stupid avatar is plastered everywhere. His like Twitter handle is plastered everywhere. He has like a news channel like TF Transformers Reactivate Updates that was like plastered everywhere, and it was insane. And he basically like became notorious for being the guy that is just pretty much an incel and is just trying to do this for money, because he also doesn't like Transformers. Now, I don't know why he doesn't like Transformers. It's been stated on multiple accounts that his colleague on the news channel that him and his colleague ran, and I don't know about him specifically, but he doesn't like Transformers. And this all came to a boiling point where people were calling him out rightfully. He was full of crap, lying about blatant stuff. He was like lying about his leaks, trying to claim leaks. He was saying stuff in his leak videos. One of the major ones is he was trying to say Transformers Reactivate was going to be like the Destiny 2 killer. It was going to have like end game bosses and a huge multiplayer online, but there's no proof. He was trying to say that he was made like a community manager for some things, when blatantly all of that stuff was not true. And it came into a head when TF Hype Guy, who is a very, very big prominent figure in the Transformers community, not the Transformers Reactivate community, the Transformers community, where he was calling Luna out on all of the crap, which was rightfully so. And then Luna just exploded and had one of the most extreme crash outs I've ever seen. Like, I don't really know what to say to this. Like, I'm not gonna read it, obviously. You can read it yourself. But this is insane. Literally all TF Hype Guy did was call him out on what he is doing, because he was showing the same exact footage, trying to lie to his audience, like, belittling his audience too if they didn't believe him, and then he responds with this. And this is still a post apparently you can find. Apparently some people, or can't find, sorry. Apparently people had to screenshot this. You can't actually find it anywhere, apparently. He like take it down and tried to hide it, which is insane to me that he would try like do this and then think he was in the clear and no one would know. So the fact of it is that he did this. And then when Transformers Reactivate got canceled, he immediately started like coping, trying to say like, oh, we cooked. This is exactly what I wanted. I don't have to be part of this fandom anymore. I can finally leave. I don't like Transformers. Like, everyone is a bunch of slur because he's a complete degenerate, like an incel, horrible person. So the fact that he goes offline after he said that stuff and doesn't react with the community at all because Reactivate's dead. The thing that he was milking for his channel is now officially dead and canceled. He suddenly comes back and makes this new website called Transformers.games that has 4 of the Transformers games that are decently sought after. And he's trying to act like he did this for the fans and that he is very happy this took so long and that he just wants to support the fans and give everyone these games. And it just screams to me to be extremely, extremely sketchy. I went as far to actually go to this website, and to all credit to him, the website actually doesn't look that bad. It has Fallout, War for Cybertron, Darkspark, and Devastation. I tried to download Devastation. And the main things that I have to note with this is that it does take you to a thing called Proton Drive. And I don't know about you, Proton Drive isn't the best. If you don't know, Proton Drive is a end-to-end encryption service that you can encrypt files. It's basically OneDrive or a Google Drive. The problem is a lot of people tend to use Google Drive because the base Google Drive is safe. Base Google Drive is good. Proton Drive is technically good. The problem with normal like Google Drive is that if too many people view it, then it won't work and you have to wait. So that is most likely why he did Proton Drive, so multiple people could click on it. But it does put you at a higher risk for like viruses, even though it's pretty much a company that is trying to say we could protect your data, but it might not actually work. From my Google stuff, it seems like the worst case it will give you viruses, but on most cases, it's just extremely slow compared to like something like Google Drive. So it doesn't sit right with me that someone who has actively said they hate Transformers, they don't want to be a part of the community, they're just doing this for money, suddenly came back after they like cussed out and like tried to belittle the entire fandom, and is now trying to come back and say, I'm doing this for the fans. And it's not like this is an apology thing either. It's not like he's saying sorry. He's acting like nothing happened. And you can go to his actual YouTube, and people don't actually know. I have a feeling that a lot of people who watch his YouTube, just like I did, because I used to be subscribed to him. As a matter of fact, I even actually made an old video that is now deleted, where I came to the defense of him when it came to some of the copyright stuff, because he was trying to say he got copy striked and his colleague got copyright striked, and then I found out that they were a bunch of full of crap and pieces of garbage, so I deleted that video. That's like the only video I have deleted on my channel. So it just like doesn't sit right with me that this type of person is left to actually like showcase this without no repercussions. So the reason I did this video is to showcase you, like I said at the beginning, Go to Internet Archive. That is probably the safest way to do it. I can't showcase how to fully do it because YouTube will get mad at me, but do not go to this. You can go to this if you want to. Like I said, just make sure that you go through like a different device, you have like a VPN on or something, because there's no way that this isn't malicious. I would be very, very surprised if this isn't malicious. Maybe I should give him the benefit of the doubt, but it just seems very suspicious to me that someone this disgusting and like actively hates the community is trying to come back and do this. Me personally, I think this is one last Hail Mary. Obviously, he went dark for like a month and a half after Transformers Reactivate got canceled, so his bills are probably needing to get paid. So they're saying he did have a pretty big subscriber count, so I'm imagining he just did this so he could have a video, make a couple more videos, and try and get people to click on it so he can actually make some ad revenue. That's my tinfoil hat theory, but let me know what you feel about all of this. I know personally I'm not going to download anything from that. If you want it to be safe, do Internet Archive. However, I do know technically this is more safe than Internet. His thing is technically more safe, according to him, but I wouldn't trust it. But that's going to be it. Stay noble. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.